Hello everyone, this is Saurabh again and I am showing you the video on Helm Chart. So before that, please subscribe my channel. Now first understand what is Helm. So basically Helm is used to manage application or service inside the Kubernetes cluster. So any cluster, if you have created cluster using KubeADM or KOPS, or you using any cluster in cloud like AWS, EKS in AWS, so you can manage the deployment of application or service on that Kubernetes cluster using the Helm chart. So basically Helm charts basically the concept of Helm chart is that it has three parts: chart, repository and release. So chart are the collection of files. So you can say that it is a Helm package which contains all the required resources to run an application or resource inside of a Kubernetes cluster. Using chart, you can install any application or microservice in Kubernetes, and after that you can manage it. Whenever you want to upgrade or something, roll over the new deployment or leave something like that, you can do using the Helm chart. Another thing is repository. A repository is the place where charts can be collected and shared for Kubernetes packages. So basically just like all other public repositories like GitHub or Yum in Linux, apt in Debian based Linux, the Helm basically also has a place which is called repository where all the charts can be collected and used for building the Kubernetes, building the application in Kubernetes. And now the third one is release. So release in an instance of a chart running in a Kubernetes cluster. So basically when you using repository, you have created a chart. Now you have to deploy in the Kubernetes cluster. So when chart is applied to the cluster, a release is created. And why it is called release? Because once you deployed, in today's date, you have to make the changes on daily basis, sometimes many times in a day. So just like other release in monolithic application, you have deployed using Jenkins or in AWS code deployed, you have to upgrade your application in Kubernetes. So that's why it is called release. Now you can see this is basically the high level architecture of Helm chart. So basically this is the Helm that is you have to install on your workstation, or either it is in, you can use your laptop or you can have any server in cloud, and that you can add repository in that Helm chart, and from repository you can create charts. When you create a chart, there are templates and values. That is, so basically in template all the YAML files are there, like application YAML file, deployment YAML, and service YAML files are there. In values you define the values what you want to change in your which you want to provide during the deployment in the Kubernetes cluster. Now, for installation of the Helm, you have to, if you are using Mac, then there is a command brew install Helm. If you are using Windows, then it has different command. And in Linux, there are different types of different ways of installation, like you can use apt, yum, or there is an installer script. So these are the important commands of the Helm version. After installation, you can check the version of the Helm you have installed. Then Helm search hub. Using search command, you can search any repo, or you can add any repo in your Helm chart. Then you can use the command Helm install, give the release name, chart, and flags. You can also check the Helm status after the deployment. So basically, let's have a look on how we can check these things. So let's have a look commands on it. So basically, I am showing you how to create a chart. So I have already created hello world chart, but let's have a look how to create. So I am going to create a, first you have to create a directory. So for creating chart, just run the command helm create and give the name of the chart. Just I am giving first chart. Now you can see it is creating first chart. Now you can see that there is a directory created by the name of first chart. So just go to this and you can see here a lot of two folders. There is charts, templates, and two files are created. So in charts, basically it is empty directory. Here this is for creating sub charts. There is one more directory, that is template. Go to template. Here you can see that deployment YAML, HPA, Nginx YAML, service account YAML, service YAML, and there is also a test directory created. So these are the files you have basically created by default. You have to edit these files according to your application. You can have a look on deployment.yaml. So basically you can see that this is the deployment.yaml API version. You have to edit this and as per your application. Now come out of this and you can see that charts.yaml. This is also a by default file created. Here is the important file is the values.yaml. Now values.yaml. So basically this is the file where you will provide the values for your application which you are going to create. Replica count, image pull secret, name override, whatever the values you want to provide, you can provide here as per your application. So basically in sorts, directory chart is used for adding dependent charts. Empty, it is empty by default. Template directory is it has the configuration file that deployed in the cluster. And YAML files basically it has outline of the Helm chart structure. So before you start, you have to first check that you are connected to the Kubernetes cluster or not. So kubectl get now you can see that you are getting the detail of all the service that the Kubernetes cluster you are connected. So currently there is no pods. Now I will edit all the files and create a service that is for Nginx service. Now just open the values.yaml file. I am just editing the 2-3 values for showing you how to create first application in Kubernetes using the Helm chart. So I am just providing so basically you can see that image name is Nginx, full policy is if not present already there, and tag read empty. So just I am changing these values. So basically what I am doing, full policy, I am just changing it. You can provide if not present always or latest, which image it will pull. So I am just providing it is always, giving the tag name 1. You can give the tag name or just keep it empty. Or you want to give the tag name, you can give as per release or version, whatever you want to decide. I can give you 1.0 or whatever you want to, you can give. And now I am not doing anything, any other thing changing. Now one thing I missed. Let me open it again and let's change the name. Change the name override. I am giving the name first app, full name, first chart. So these things you will provide as per your application. Now save and exit. So now one more thing is left, that is service account name. The service account name for the Helm chart basically generate when you run the cluster, but it is good practice to set it manually. So let's change it again. Just open the file values.yaml and here you can see that service account name create to means it will be created when you run the application. Here you can provide the name. First app. App given the name first app. Save and exit. Now one more thing. You have to provide the service type, networking service type. So just open the values.ml and go to the bottom service type. Here you can see the cluster IP. So if you are service type cluster IP, you can provide the service cluster IP. Otherwise, I currently I am showing you the node port. Node port. It is Nginx, so it will run on port 80. Now save and exit. Now just come out of the directory and run the command helm install. So basically here you will provide the full name override which you have provided in the values.yaml. So let me confirm the name. So you have provided the first chart as the full name override. Helm install first chart. Then give the chart name. Chart name is also first chart. First chart slash values and first chart slash values.yml. So basically this will be the command. Now just press enter. Now you can see that name first chart, last deployed, it gives the date time, name space, status, revision 1 is created. Now you have to run these commands for exporting the node port and node IP. Now run the next command. And then run this command to see the URL of your application. Now it is showing the IP with, so basically running on this port in this node. Now when you open this URL into your browser, you can see the Nginx homepage. So if you follow this step, you basically then you will be able to create a first installation using the Helm chart in your Kubernetes cluster. So this is basically what you have done. You have created Helm chart and set up and deployed on a web server. It simplifies simplify application deployment on Kubernetes cluster. Now here you can have a look and check your Kubernetes cluster. when you can do get all, you can see that pod is running replica set, one replica set, one deployment is created, and one service is created. Using the command helm list, you can see that you have one chart is deployed in your Kubernetes. You can also check the status. Helm status, give the release name for chart. So this way it is showing your first chart status. Now I am showing you the commands, few more commands which I have already shown you in this video. So just make it clear. Helm version. This command basically shows the version of Helm you are using. You can also search the Helm search repo. So basically it will show all the repos which you have added in your Helm chart. So I have already added repos, so it is showing all these repos. Now if you want to see the repo of Nginx, then run the command Nginx. So it will show that there are three repos of Nginx: Bitnami Nginx in-case controller, and Bitnami Nginx Intel. So one more command is helm search repo. So it is showing all the repo you have added. Suppose you want to search the repo of Nginx. So it will show all the Nginx repos which already added. And now if you want to suppose install Nginx using directly using these repo, then you have to run the command helm helm install Nginx and give the name of repo. Now you can see that deployment has done. Now again you have to run these export command. And the third one is echo. So basically why it is showing blank in service IP, because it is a cluster IP. By default Nginx is created using service type cluster IP. So here you can see the kubectl get pods. Now you can see that the first chart Nginx both are running. So kubectl get all. So basically this is the Nginx cluster IP. let me show you. Let me open it in the browser. Go to the browser and paste it. Now you can see the welcome page of Nginx has come. So basically in this way you can install or deploy your application in Kubernetes. Now if you want to remove the application, first list the applications. There are 2 applications listed. So I am uninstalling both the application. So just run command helm uninstall first chart. Now it is uninstalled. Another one is Nginx. You have to uninstall it. Then run command the helm uninstall Nginx. Now you can see that helm list, it is empty. Now run kubectl get all. It is still showing Nginx service. Now it is removed completely. So in this way you can install your microservice using Helm Chart. You can deploy any web server like Nginx, Apache directly from the repository in Kubernetes. So basically you have seen these how to use these commands, and this is just for the beginners. You can deep in using the Helm chart in managing the Kubernetes cluster. So for that, please subscribe my channel and keep updated with my latest and upcoming videos. So this is the channel link. Please subscribe it and stay tuned with my latest and upcoming videos. Thank you guys.